Buenas gente, ¿cómo están? Aquí en un nuevo capítulo de The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Next Gen Edition. Hoy estamos con el capítulo número 76, continuando con la historia principal, vamos a decir, porque vamos a hacer la misión de El Último Deseo, que es una misión de Yennefer, que aunque cuenta como misión secundaria, yo la cuento como principal. Realmente no tengo mucho más que añadir, aparte de que ya he vendido todas las armas y armaduras en la exploración que hice de los puntos de interés en el mar. Me cambié de espadas, pero no de armadura. ¿Qué quieres que te diga? Me gusta mucho la armadura que traigo. Y no creo que la reemplace, a no ser que vea que de plano me están partiendo la madre, o hasta que obtenga la armadura del oso. Que técnicamente ya podría obtenerla, porque ya voy a desbloquear los servicios de un herrero maestro, pero bueno. Sin más que añadir por mi parte, vamos a comenzar. Ok, ya estamos aquí. También he cambiado de ballesta por una ballesta de Skellige. Y la misión de Yennefer es aquí, reúnete con Yennefer en Larvik. Buena señora. Tensiones altas, por lo que veo. Hola, Jen.
Always did know how to win, friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
They know what happened to him?
The locals say they last saw his ship off the coast of Hindisfjall. Then a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
So he's probably fish food by now.
Not necessarily. I must learn what became of him.
Why? Do you know him?
No, it's not the mage who interests me. It's his djinn.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Storm wouldn't pose a threat if he'd had a djinn. He could just utter a wish.
Perhaps he had none left, or something unexpected happened.
All right, so what exactly do you expect me to do?
You must help me find this djinn. I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine, I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
His new captive woman. She's from Nilfgaard, you know.
From Nilfgaard? And you let her share his bed?
Princess when I grow up. Don't want no stinky husband. Just gives her a good looking overtime.
To go back to work at the mill.
Aye. Most likely.
Hay varias misiones que hacer aquí.
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Probablemente no. A ver, ve el puerto de Larvik con Yennefer. El último deseo.
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
El barquito.
The ship carrying the djinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
Me acuerdo de esta parte porque recuerdo que aquí me
Not
saqué un
sure
logro
this Djin thing's a good
de
idea.
aumentar mucho
You
la
managed
toxicidad.
to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer. Assad Eich, Cryday Rithorn. Ready. Careful down there.
Explora el fondo marino. ¿Cuántos sentidos de brujo?
How's your bath? Water warm enough for you?
Jump in and see for yourself.
Seawater wreaks havoc on my complexion. Just find the way.
Tu. Esta belleza debería pegar más duro de lo que pega.
How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck in the cavern. I'll look inside.
Uy, mira, espino cerval. Necesito esto. Para un par de pociones.
Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
A ver, toma esto. Las conchas estas se podrían saquear, ¿verdad? Sí. Aunque es una mierda lo que dan. Déjame recoger el espino cerval. Lo bueno que me han quitado el de este oxígeno por ahora. Así puede explorar a gusto. Aunque aún así sí es por tomarme una poción de orca para moverme más rápido. Ya estamos. Nos sentamos.
Wherever the leads take us.
Creo que la isla que hay es nuestro objetivo. Es una de esas dos. Creo que es esta de Bay.
What do? Ask for a beautiful house, and a palace, and a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the Djin? Or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You learn in due course. Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our Djin's down there.
Y para abajo otra vez. Un par de objetos aquí. Un cuerpo ahí.
Found a wreck. It's been here a while. What's rotted?
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the mage's ship.
¿De dónde salió esa sirena, tú? Ay. Tómala. Tómala.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Haimai symbols. Donor was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. A man's skeleton. Somebody pinned his skull to the deck with an axe.
A death worthy of a Skellige.
Clan emblem indicates a Demon man, so he was from Pharaoh. Yen, doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
Nomás espérame tantito.
Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Haimai symbols. Longship belonged to Clan Demon.
Las flechas también se pueden investigar.
Arrows stuck in the side, the kind Pharaoh folk use. Men from Pharaoh attacked this ship.
Ok, regresa al barco. Y continuamos. Hap. Qué bonito se ve el sol.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the golden dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember, chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me.
Esta es la zona.
Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. I'll see what it is.
A ver, permíteme un segundito. Ok, ya estamos. Para abajo. Up. Hay otra sirena. Bueno, mientras no me moleste la sirena, a mí me da igual.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I should cast another spell to see through your eyes. Now relax. I soon faltje bedem ein echte illivaid.
Curioso el filtro.
No meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a Djin.
Fine, but get out of my eyes. Too cramped in here for us both.
I soon faltje bedem ein echte illivaid.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Ship belonged to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
Eso es lo que tengo que buscar. ¿Hay algo más que mirar aquí? No parece. Muy bien. Eso está. Sello roto.
No gin here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
Subiendo, subiendo. De verdad curioso. Cuando estaba buscando los sitios de estos de interés por el mar, pues ya había visto cómo funciona. Pones una marca en el mapa, pones un comando y te haces TP ahí. Y yo siempre acababa en el lecho marino, hasta el fondo. Y no me terminaba ahogando de puro milagro, porque me daba el oxígeno justito para salir. Pero definitivamente fue considerablemente más rápido de lo que podría haber sido. Me tomó como 1 hora y algo.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the Djin.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2...
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this Djin?
But you already know. A Djin's power is priceless to a mage.
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then return to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a Djin.
So that's it. This is about my last wish?
You asked that Djin to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another. Or if we'll be like 2 strangers.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see, we're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the Djin to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to word it. We should explore the ship.
Ajá. Joder. Se me fue la voz ahí. A ver, aquí no había un carajo. Creo que lo de interés estaba debajo. De todas formas puedo reconocer el sello, así que... Mineral, cositas...
Nothing here.
Tijeras, cartas de Wind.
Nothing interesting.
Sí, está abajo. Necesito que me sorprenda que todavía me acuerdo de pequeños detalles de aquí del juego, pero se me olvida a veces que comí ayer.
Mystery of Mysteries, Agnes of Glanville.
Todos capaces de hacer uso del poder, los gatos y los dragones. Piel de lobo.
Wonder what this means.
Kit de reparación. Un librito.
Elemental Empires by Djin Batista. Made mage must have slept here. What this means.
El mago debió dormir aquí. La corté sin querer.
Nothing interesting here.
Un catalejo, supongo que es.
Nothing interesting. Nothing here.
Ya, bueno, tú.
Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Think the Djin did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the Djin granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you. If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Uy, qué raro. La perspectiva cambió ahí levemente.
Almost preserved the corpse. Died from head trauma. Bookcase cracked his skull. Must have been a hard landing atop this mountain.
Ok, sigue pelea.
Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the Djin. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame Djin. Rif Kaishta El Vail. Kaishta Et Displair. Gevired Mi Castle.
You have a plan.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade places?
No creo que se pueda. Quack. No tiene mucha vida, eso sí. Hola, cabrón. ¡Woo! Toma. ¿Y los míos qué? No entiendo por qué los jefes estos no tienen más vida. Cabrón, no me esquives. Tómala.
Got you! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a Djin can remove another Djin's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free.
problem's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
Feel any better?
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't need to play tough for me. That was a hard fight. Maybe not as hard as the last time we tamed a Djin, but still.
No comparison, I'm afraid. Half of Rind suffered then. Now I'm merely a bit tired. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Well, never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me. That I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Sorry, Yen, but magic's gone for me.
Truly? But how is that possible? I still feel the same. You should too. I don't understand. What does this mean?
Means the Djin granted your wish.
Right. Fine. Good. Glad we got that over with. We know where we stand, at least. Naught left for us here. Let's go.
Wait. Magic's gone, true, but that doesn't mean I don't like spending time with you. Let's sit a while. Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. We must report to the Emperor after all.
Ciri's our concern, and only ours.
At heart, perhaps. But it's not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
Awfully loyal to your patron.
He happens to be your patron as well, darling. You'd do well to remember that. Otherwise he might feel compelled to remind you.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do.
Yen, what happened back there?
Please, Geralt. There's nothing left to say. I'm off.
Me too. I'll collect Uma from the Baron, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
I shall join you as quickly as I can. Farewell.
So long, Yen.
Misión completada, el último deseo. Un pasajero misterioso habla con Donald sobre la horrible criatura que vio Skell. Ok, esta es la siguiente misión que vamos a hacer. ¿Esta misión de qué es? Un pasajero misterioso. Y patito feo. Ok, la principal es esta, pero esta también, aunque esta no me suena de nada, la verdad. Pero, bueno, de cualquier forma. Decimos que ya completamos las misiones principales por ahora. Vamos a leer aquí la de esta misión. Muy bien, aquí está. El último deseo. Antes de despedirse tras la aventura en el jardín de Freya, Geralt le pidió a Geralt que se reuniera con ella en Larvik. hizo hincapié en que se trataba de un asunto personal y no dio más detalles. Geralt viajó a Larvik como estaba previsto y Yennefer le reveló su plan. Pretendía capturar un genio, utilizar su poder. Brr, la sola idea hace que me tiembla todo el cuerpo. Pues debéis saber, queridos lectores, que he tenido la desgracia de tratar con un genio una vez, y os lo aseguro, tuve más que suficiente. La mayoría de los genios combinan su increíble poder con una mala baba legendaria. En resumen, son criaturas malvadas de las que conviene mantenerse bien alejados. Pero cuando Yennefer se empecinaba en algo, no había forma de hacer cambiar de idea. Él se dio cuenta y decidió ayudarle a superar los peligros que indudablemente surgirían durante esta descabellada aventura. Yennefer había oído hablar de un erudito que había dedicado toda su vida a desentrañar los secretos de los genios, y que había muerto en extrañas circunstancias en un naufragio frente a la costa de Hintersfall. Así que Geralt y Yennefer iniciaron su búsqueda en este lugar. La ruta de Geralt y Yennefer los llevó desde el fondo del mar les llevó desde el fondo del mar frente a la costa de Hintersfell hasta los picos nevados que se alzan por encima de Hardskellig. Allí, abriéndose paso de forma temeraria por lugares que hasta los dragones deben pisar, invocaron al genio y trataron de capturarlo. Sin embargo, este no pensaba rendirse sin pelear primero y se resistió con todas sus fuerzas. Juntos, el brujo y la hechicera consiguieron inmovilizar al batallador espíritu. Cuando vio que no tenía escapatoria, Yennefer pudo convencerlo para que hiciera lo que ella quería: liberarlos a ella y a Geralt y a ella del hechizo que otro genio había puesto sobre ellos hace mucho tiempo. Dicho genio hacía que, a pesar de sus diferencias, no pudieran vivir sin el uno sin el otro. Cuando el hechizo dejara de hacer efecto, podrían comprobar si la magia que había entre ellos seguía existiendo. La verdad, fue como un mazazo para Yennefer. Aunque no era de las que mostraba sus sentimientos, después de que el Djin anulara el trabajo de su predecesor, Geralt confesó que ya no sentía lo mismo por ella. Apesadumbrados, regresaron a caer el Trollday y tomaron caminos separados. Muy bien, eso concluye por ahora la parte de las misiones principales. Ya llegó la hora de hacer todas las misiones secundarias. Tenemos varias que hacer, tanto aquí en Skellige como en otros lados, pero no sé si hacerlas todavía estas otras o hacerlas en otro punto. Contratos de brujo, también tengo un chingo. Se me hace que en Skellige es donde hay más contratos de brujo, de hecho. Tenemos algunas cuantas búsquedas de tesoros que hacer, por lo que van a tocar varios videos largos. Como ya lo he comentado una vez, siguiendo la costumbre, el primer video que vamos a hacer de hacer cosas secundarias va a ser esto: conseguir los puestos de interés que me hacen falta todavía. Todos los que faltan y que he dejado a propósito son puestos que están en islas, o al menos muy cerca de las islas. Por lo que, si tengo suerte, podré completarlo en un solo video o a lo sumo en 2. Dependerá un poco de qué traten. Pero bueno, una vez que hayamos completado eso, ya sabéis lo que va a tocar. Van a tocar o misiones secundarias o contratos. Probablemente los contratos. Pero bien, tengo poco más que añadir. Vamos a ir saliendo y nos despedimos. Muy bien. Si les ha gustado este capítulo de The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Next Gen Edition, recuerden dejar un like o un comentario que siempre se agradece, y pueden considerar suscribirse si es que de verdad les ha gustado y quieren ver más de estos videos. Yo soy Alfonso Gamer y nos vemos en el próximo video. Cuídense mucho y hasta la próxima. Adiós.